Glass is the long-awaited sequel to the M. Night Shyamalan film Unbreakable, which came out like 18 years ago, and it's also a follow-up to Split, which came out just 2 years ago. Now, Split in and of itself was a great film, but then it was that last scene where it's revealed that it takes place in the same universe as Unbreakable, and you see Bruce Willis's character, David Dunn, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? This movie's all connected. Like, hell yeah, it is. And now Glass is the final chapter in this trilogy focused around these three characters. Now, in this movie, you got James McAvoy playing the Horde, you got Samuel Jackson as Mr. Glass, and you have Bruce Willis returning as David Dunn. And all three of these characters are in a mental hospital and they're being analyzed by a psychiatrist played by Sarah Paulson. And unfortunately, that's about all I can tell you about the story because I don't want to give anything away. As with any other M. Night Shyamalan film, the less that's revealed about the plot, the better. So you can go into the film with no expectation and just let the story reveal itself like peeling an onion. And that's what I really love most about Shyamalan films. Yeah, you know, he makes some really crap-ass films, but when he's on, he's really on. And what I love about the movies that are his good movies is that just the way his storytelling takes place with the camera work, the editing, the pacing, the writing. It's like reading a really good book, a really good page turner where the story is revealed to you page by page, or even a really good comic book where panel by panel you just get that little piece of information a little at a time and you start to build up the story in your head when finally the big reveal happens at the end. The performances by all three main actors are excellent, and let's get this straight. James McAvoy, this is his film, and I was kind of surprised actually to see his name get front billing over Bruce Willis, but you know what, he deserves it because this is his movie. It's a continuation from Split where he did an excellent job. He should have gotten more recognition for that performance, but he brings it again in Glass, and he's playing all these multiple characters. His character has a split personality, so he plays about 24 characters, I believe. I couldn't really keep count, but every character he plays has a very distinct characteristic, a very distinct speech inflection, so you can tell them apart very easily, and that's no easy task for an actor, and James McAvoy just kills it. He's brilliant in this movie as he was in Split, and actually this movie allows him to do more than he did in Split, I believe, so he really builds on that performance and he definitely carries this film. Samuel Jackson, always solid, man. You know the guy, he's gonna be good in every movie no matter what. And Bruce Willis, he's been known to sleepwalk through some movies, but I think Bruce Willis really enjoys this character of David Dunn. He enjoys playing him, so to have the opportunity to play him again, he brings his all to this movie as well. And also what I really enjoyed was how they brought back a key secondary character from each of the previous movies. They brought back Bruce Willis's son from Unbreakable. They brought back Mr. Glass's mom from Unbreakable, and he also brought back the teenage girl who was kidnapped in Split, and they come into the story and they have key roles in the plot as well. So the real joy here is to watch this acting showcase, to watch M. Night Shyamalan really do what he does well and put these characters together in an overall story, and I love to see how that played out, and it really got me intrigued, it got me fascinated from the beginning. And like any other M. Night Shyamalan film, it's a slow burn kind of movie. He just gives you little tidbits of characters along the way, and the story is just revealed a little by little along the way. But that's just kind of his MO, and I love that because it just reveals a little bit to you as needed, and it lets you to build a story in your own mind. So don't go into this movie expecting a huge comic book type extravaganza, even though it is based on comic books, but it's just not that kind of film. It's more of a character film, it's a thriller, and that's what I really liked about this movie. Now, this movie ain't perfect. It does have its flaws, and without giving anything away, after watching the movie, I could see what M. Night Shyamalan was trying to do with the movie, which direction he's trying to go, but it just didn't really make too much sense. And as you're watching it, okay, you kind of try to buy it, but then when you find out what's really going on, it's like, what, really? So that whole third act where all is starting to get revealed, it just kind of, I wouldn't say it falls apart because it's still fun to watch, it's still exciting, and it's there's a good climax to the movie. But then at the end of the movie, you start thinking about it, like, wait, why did they have to do that and this and that? And so the motivations and the execution of the characters in the story are, you start to question them, and you shouldn't have to do that in a well thought out story. So there is that flaw in the film, but that's about all I can think of in terms of what I didn't like about the movie. The acting, like I said, was amazing all the way across the board, and the story was well told until it was finally all revealed, but until that point it really had me going. And then the characters again were very well developed, and I just really fell in love with these characters. I loved Unbreakable and I loved Split, and to see those characters come back and then be all in the same movie, it really was a worthy film for me to watch. So overall, I did enjoy the film a lot, but it did have its flaws, but it's definitely one I can watch over again. So for me, Glass gets a 7 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching my review. If you want to see more movie reviews in the future, subscribe to my channel, MC on Film, if you haven't done so already.